Hello, good morning, and welcome once again. Today, in our creative writing, we're talking about a very interesting topic, Proverbs. Can we all say it? Proverbs. I know you are conversant with this word, at least you have get it in the Bible, the book of Proverbs. The book of Proverbs. But this proverb is different from what we are talking about. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to define proverb and memorize simple proverbs and their meaning. You enjoy some proverbs and their meaning, and you also use them in your speech and writing. You use them in your speech and writing. Okay? Now, before we go further, we'll talk about the meaning of proverb. The meaning of proverb. A proverb is a short, well-known traditional saying that expresses a truth based on a common sense. Based on a common sense. And I'll take it again. A proverb is a short, well-known traditional saying. Well-known traditional saying. Something that everybody has come to know over the time. That expresses a truth based on a common sense. It's a common sense, okay? Now, Proverbs helps one to speak with precision and clarity. Remember, creative writing, we're talking about how you write to capture your reader's mind. You put your style in your writing that is captivating. Every write-up, creative writing helps you to develop your writing skills. And these things we are talking about helps to boost your writing skill. And when you employ the usage of some proverbs and idioms in your writing, it makes it more interesting to the readers, and they will be yearning to read more of your work. Part of the works that we'll be reading, when we go through the passages, you understand that most writers employ the usage of proverbs and idioms in portraying their information or what they want to tell us about something. So Proverbs helps you to speak with precision when you are precise about something and you are clarity. It clarifies things to people. Remember that it says that it expresses a truth based on a common sense. Proverbs expresses our truth based on common sense. Now, to go further, we are going to be listing out some proverbs and their meanings. You know, some proverbs, when people say it, if you're not conversant with it, we say, what does this person mean? But remember that this learning objective says that you should be able to memorize simple proverbs and their meaning. You also use them in your speech and in your writing, because when you know them, that is when you'll be able to apply them. You make use of them in your speech. When you speak, people say, oh, this one is wise. Yes, the proverbs, when you use it more often, they see someone as the person that is wise. You are talking in proverbs. Okay, I've never heard someone say you talk in proverbs, explain, but when you understand proverbs, it's sweeter. Okay, so I'm going to give you some proverbs and their meaning. Have you ever heard someone say that action speaks louder than words? You know, you felt, and one will be wondering, what does it mean? What does that mean? So the meaning is that what you do matters than what you say. Action speaks louder than voice. Meaning that what you do matters most, more than what you say. So you should do more than you say. Okay? Action speaks louder than voice. The next one is that two wrongs don't make a right. Can we say it? Two wrongs don't make a right. It is never right to wrong someone, because even if they have wronged you first, yes, this is very important in this class. You cannot say, yesterday she was right, she wrote nonsense in my book, today I'm going to revenge. Remember this proverb that says, two wrongs don't make a right. That this person did something wrong to you doesn't justify the fact that you should revenge. It makes you of the same class with that person. So it is never right to wrong someone, even if they have wronged you before. Take note of this, very important. Then the third one is, a friend in need is a friend indeed. Have you ever come across such word? Yes. It means that if someone helps you when you are in trouble, it means that that person is a true friend. You know, there are friends that, oh, maybe this one ran into trouble, they will run away. Oh, that's outside, right? They should punish her. But a friend that sticks to you when you are having a hard time, it means that that friend is a true friend. Which means that a friend in need is a friend indeed. The next one is, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. What does it mean? No matter how big your goal is, you must start by taking an action. You don't say, oh, I have so much to write today. Where am I going to start? Or should I start from basic science or civic? You must have to start from somewhere, and that gives you the speed to move further. So remember that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. Then the next one is, practice makes perfect. Have you ever heard it? It should be applicable, especially in school. For a child that is learning how to write, is consistent practice that makes that child to be perfect. It means that if you want to be perfect in something, you need to practice it every day. If you want to be perfect in reading, practice reading every day. If you want to learn mathematics, solve mathematics every day. Okay? So the next one is, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. When somebody says, how do you check it? Do you really know the meaning? It means that everyone has their own idea of what beauty is. Yes, of what is beautiful. One can look at this and say, oh, that one is ugly. And someone else will look and say, oh, you are beautiful. Meaning that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. This person's judgment is different from the other person's judgment. Now the next one, which is the seventh one, is, you can't eat your cake and have it. You understand the meaning? You can't spend your time, your money, and still have it. If you waste your time when you are supposed to pay attention and listen to your lesson, that time wasted cannot be retrieved. Very, very important. Take note of this. You can't eat your cake and have it back. When you waste something that is so precious to you, especially time and money, there's no way you're going to have it back. That exact one is not going to come back. So remember, bear it in mind. Remember, we're saying that you should understand, memorize them, and make use of them in words and in writing. And you can apply it in your day-to-day living because they are very important. Okay? Now, the next one is don't judge a book by its cover. Can we say it? Don't judge a book by its cover. It means that you should not decide on something based on the outward appearance. Have you ever seen, oh, such a beautiful person? You admire that person, oh, this person is so beautiful. And when that person is a bit, one awkward character you just found and say, oh, this person is beautiful, but the character is bad. That is why you don't actually judge people by the way they appear. Meaning that you don't judge a book by its cover. That a book is so beautifully designed doesn't mean that the content is interesting. Okay? Now the next one is that strike when the iron is hot. Can we say it? Strike when the iron is hot. What does it mean? Act on an opportunity promptly while favorable conditions exist. Act on an opportunity promptly when favorable conditions exist. You don't just wait and say, I'm supposed to do this now or leave it till next tomorrow. That is procrastination. You should act as fast as possible anytime you have an opportunity. Remember, it says, strike when the iron is hot. When the opportunity is there, grab it. Don't say tomorrow. Okay? Then, the last one, but not the least, for today is that all that glitters is not gold. This may not be as big, meaning that this may not be as beneficial, valuable as they may appear. Something might be looking so beautiful, you say, oh, I love this, I must go for this. Remember that they might not be beneficial or valuable as they appear. So these proverbs, they guide the way we live our lives. Okay? You don't just say, oh, I should just do things anyway. But these proverbs, the words, they are words that make you think about the meaning and the application. And it helps you, it captures your reasoning. When one says a particular, you say, oh, this is this. This person is actually driving a particular statement. And it's just not just for saying sake. It's meant to be worked on. Okay? With this, I think we've come to the end of this lesson. And I know that we've learned so many proverbs and their meanings. And we'll be able to memorize so many of them and use them also in our speech and in our writing. Okay? But before we wrap it up, I have classwork for you to do and post to the platform. Please. If you are taking it down, the classwork. The number one classwork is define a proverb. Tell me what a proverb is. Remember, now we've talked about proverb as a short, well-known, traditional saying that expresses a truth based on common sense. Then the next one that we'll talk about is that we should define proverb. That's the first one. You use them in your speech and writing. You use them in your speech and writing. Now, number 2 is give me 2 examples of a proverb. And the number 3 is give me examples of figure of speech. You know we've done that one. Okay? Dash and dash examples of figure of speech. Some figure of speech expresses words that look like proverbs. And I'm going to give you a question that looks like that. Okay? I want to know if you recall what we did in figure of speech. That's the essence of this question. Then the next one is a fig Frank is a special child is an example of that. Is an example of what? Frank is a special child, is an example of dash. So we've seen the classwork. Looking forward to having your answers on the platform. Thank you. Stay safe. Bye bye. See you.